Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm glad you made it back to my page. Today I wanted to come to the whiteboard and share with you what goes on in my mind as I'm looking at real estate deals. Because one of the greatest strengths that I bring to the world of real estate is knowing how to not only fund deals creatively, but become a professional problem solver. That's what we get paid for in real estate. I'm a professional problem solver. People have challenges, I get paid to solve them. One of my favorite phrases is that good deals aren't found, they're created. And I wanted to get you guys into the whiteboard today and show you how this works, show you what I'm talking about. Because there's this deal, as I first put it up, so many of you would walk away from it. You'd look at the numbers and say, no way, there's not a deal there. But let's look further. This was a for sale by owner that they were asking $370,000. Upon quick market analysis, the numbers brought back that it was worth $410,000. Now, is that a deal or no deal? I don't know about you, but on my margins, that's no deal. Those numbers are way too tight, assuming that I'm going to bring in cash or hard money or whatever to do this deal. But what if we don't do that? What if we learn to think outside the box? What if we do things creatively? Can we do it differently? Yes. You see, upon asking further questions, we learned that they only owed $356,000 on the house. And if they could just get $356,000, they were willing to walk away. And I said, okay, this is interesting. Second step on our further analysis, we learned that it's not worth $410,000, but it was actually worth in the ballpark of $430,000. So right there, our margin just went up $20,000 here, $14,000 here. We just got an increased margin of $34,000. Now, deal or no deal? Well, it's getting better. Now, could we bring cash and could we make money on this deal? The answer is yes. But what if we think outside the box? What if we do things a little creatively? Because that's the way I like to do real estate. So that's what we did. I went and sat down, I went to their home, walked to the house with them, and I started walking them through some conversations and asking them questions. Did you keep your options open? Would you be open to a creative solution? And they didn't know what that was. So my job as an investor is I get to educate them on what this process is. And after I educated them on the process, which is a process, by the way, that I'm excited to share with you, they said, yeah, you know what, this sounds good, let's do it. So we put the deal under contract. They transferred ownership to me. I gained 100% control of this property. My entire investment was $30,000. $30,000 to control a $430,000 house. How do you do that? Okay, well, that's what I'm excited to share, right? Because you don't know what you don't know. And I didn't know when I first started that you could do stuff like this. But as soon as I found out, I got so excited, and I've done hundreds and hundreds of transactions. And my favorite ones are the ones that I'm using creative financing or creative acquisition. So $30,000 is what it took to acquire and fix up this house. Now, you're thinking, well, wait a minute, how much repair did it need? Not much. You see, when they'd only lived in the house for about a year and a half. And when they bought it, a rehabber like me had already done all the work. So we just had to do a little bit of paint, carpet, spruce up the landscaping, clean the pool. We were good to go. So $30,000 gave me ownership of the property, got me to renovate the house. 121 days later, we sold this house and made a profit of nearly $26,000. It was like $25,827, something, and some change. Guys, that's crazy. How many of you would exchange $30,000 into a in 121 days, not only to get your 30 grand back, plus you make 26 on top of it? That is the biggest no-brainer in the world. That's an 87% cash-on-cash return. Why on earth do people leave their money in CDs, certificates of disappointment, earning 0.5%, 1%, 2%, when you can do deals like this? The reason they do it is because they don't know how. They don't know how to do deals like this. And even if you know conceptually how to do it, if you haven't trained yourself on learning how to do this, to be able to explain it to somebody else, you're never going to be able to close on them. That's one of the biggest challenges in my industry. Everybody wants to come in, and everybody wants to earn money investing in real estate. I get that. That was my goal. I wanted to make money. But most people, what they don't want to do is they don't want to learn first. But in all cases in real estate, first you must learn, then you earn, right? That's just the way that it works. It's like everything else in life. You've got to learn how to do it first, and then you get to be able to reap the rewards. So here's what I've got for you guys. If this kind of stuff lights you up, if this is exciting, if you say, wow, I got to learn how to do deals like that, well, then I want to invite you to participate in a webinar to come learn about the system that has been created that taught me how to do this, that now I teach other people how to do this. You can join me this Thursday, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Thursday at 4 o'clock, we're going to get on a webinar. The link's going to be right below. kendallstock.com/webinar, and we're going to go into the system. I'm going to introduce you to the processes of how you can not only do this, but how you can find all the capital you're ever going to need to invest. Guys, if this lights you up, if this is exciting to you, if you don't know how this is done, well, you just got to realize that just because you don't know how it's done doesn't mean it can't be done. We got to go back and think of what Yoda tells us, right? Sometimes we must unlearn what we have learned. And that's what I had to do. I had to learn a new system for making money, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. This Thursday, 4 o'clock, I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. Again, the link's below. Click on the link, get registered. I look forward to seeing you Thursday, 4 o'clock. Have a good one.